Movies are made in such a way as to draw us in and make us believe in what we are watching. In fact, there are a lot of actions and events in movies that we believe actually happen because we see them on the big screen so much. From stunts and guns to special effects, these real-life things we believe thanks to the movies are actually a big lie. The phone call. We've all heard this line uttered in a movie at least a few times. I want my phone call. From The Matrix to The Dark Knight and everything in between, Hollywood has done a good job convincing us that you get one guaranteed call once you're behind bars. While it makes for good drama, there is no law or rule that says a person gets to use the phone once they are arrested. It is actually left up to the police department in question and is often related to the severity of the crime. The veteran with PTSD. Hollywood loves a good war movie. Unfortunately, the reality of war and the Hollywood script don't often match. Take veterans, for example. From the original Rambo to more recent films like The Hurt Locker, veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder are portrayed as ticking time bombs. Audiences see PTSD-affected vets as unable to integrate back into society and capable of snapping without notice due to a loud sound or a stressful encounter. Such cases are actually extremely rare. The silencer. If Hollywood is correct, then anytime you fire a gun with a silencer, it would make about the same amount of noise as a kitten passing gas. We've seen it in film after film. James Bond villains shooting their enemies in near silence, or hitman Anton Chigurh silently killing two men in a motel in No Country for Old Men. The reality is far different. Silenced weapons are generally as loud as a jackhammer, and even the quietest ones still sound like a hammer striking a board. Explosions in outer space. We all know the story. Luke is the last hope for the rebellion. He fires his torpedoes and we all cheer as the Death Star explodes in a fantastic fashion. In fact, almost every major space film has some rather fantastic explosion in outer space. We're not saying there wouldn't be explosions, it's just that they look a lot different in real life. Instead of the colossal fireballs we're used to seeing, the lack of oxygen would limit them to a brilliantly contained flash. There would also be no awesome sound to go along with the image. The weak bullet. In the movie Heat, there are some pretty entertaining shootout scenes. As the action unfolds, audiences watch while the characters riddle the place with bullets, the whole time taking cover behind cars. This has led us to believe that car doors, simple furniture, or in the case of Grosse Pointe Blank, even a shelf of Doritos can protect us from harm. The reality is that bullets, even from a handgun, can go through car doors and wooden panels like a knife through butter. Sorry, John Cusack, but you'd be very dead in real life. Jumping through windows. In The Bourne Ultimatum, we watch as Jason Bourne jumps from a rooftop through a window to fight it out with an agent sent to kill him. It's great action, but leaves out one major thing. Shattered glass is razor sharp. Jason Bourne would have been badly cut up after hurtling through that glass window. Nonetheless, we see it in movie after movie as the shattered glass has no effect on the faces, arms, or even clothing of the people leaping through. The endless machine gun. What would any Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone film be without a gratuitous shootout, where our hero mows down a small army without ever reloading? Most people know it's unrealistic that movie stars can fire their guns non-stop. What you probably don't know is just how unrealistic. The AK-47 and M4 assault rifles, so common in action and war films, fire off all their ammo in around 3 to 4 seconds. Think about how different these action films would be if they wrote that into the script. The phone trace. Ah yes, the classic moment in any cop, action, or thriller movie. The crook, madman, or misunderstood hero is on the run but ends up on the phone with the people after them. A phone trace begins and we wonder if it will be complete in the cliché 60 seconds before they hang up. Sure, it makes for a little extra suspense, but it's not really true. Unless you're calling from a disposable phone, the authorities will have little trouble locating you. In fact, anyone can locate a phone using GPS apps in just a few mouse clicks. Fire and lava. There are more than a few scenes in our favorite movies where the characters find themselves in a rather hot situation. In Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan and Anakin fight just feet away from erupting pools of lava. In Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks manages to outrun a napalm strike while in Vietnam. Such scenes create drama and suspense but leave out one big thing. Being that close to a large fire or large pools of erupting magma would still burn you badly. It's why firefighters wear protective gear and researchers wear heat-resistant suits when near volcanoes. We hope this video entertained you and maybe even taught you something new. Please let us know what you thought in the comments and subscribe to Therichest for all kinds of fun stuff. Thanks for watching!